everyone. Welcome to Crime in Court. My name is Heather, and this is the Canton cover up series Commonwealth versus Karen Reed, and we are on episode 120 Judge Bev Orders Media Coverage Protocol. So, this isn't very juicy and it's going to be a quick update, but Judge Bev put out this filing or this order today regarding media protocol and coverage. We're going to go over it. It's a 3-pager. So, this is going to be a short update, but I wanted to get this out to you guys quickly. So, let me shrink myself here and please hit the like button and let's get started. So, this comes from Bev just out of the blue. She gave this order. Court's approaching, so she's got to send out these notices and stuff to notify, court decorum and things like that. So she's got to send these out. I think this is probably a typical thing that judges do is to, outline the media protocol and coverage. So this is the guarantee of a public trial, or well, no, she says the guarantee of a public trial grounded in the democratic values of public accountability and openness serves as a safeguard against attempts to employ our courts as instruments of persecution. That's funny because I believe they are persecuting Karen Reed. Um, so that's funny. She uses that in her first line. Today, a trial is made public through live broadcast from registered media members who are regularly engaged in the reporting and publishing of news or information about matters of public interest. While maximum freedom must be allowed the press in carrying on this important function in a democratic society, its exercise must necessarily be subject to the maintenance of absolute fairness of the judicial process in order to ensure the safety and well-being of all trial participants, the defendant's right to a fair trial by an impartial jury, conformity with Superior Judicial Court Rule 119, and the dignity of the proceedings, the court enters the following orders regarding media and journalist coverage of the above referenced case. Number 1. Media representatives, reporters, journalists, and anyone else claiming status as a journalist under Rule 119 shall be required to sign in every day in a manner proscribed by the clerk of court. So you got to follow our rules. You got to sign in with the clerk of court every morning if you want to report on this case, and to show proof of registration with the Supreme Judicial Court Public Information Office. So you can register as a journalist, which, by the way, Turtle Boy did, so he was able to get access to the courtroom last time. So he is a certified journalist. All right. There shall be a designated seating area for media. Any journalist registered with the Supreme Judicial Court under Rule 119 seeking access to broadcast or photographic or audio material for broadcast, streaming, or posting on the internet must coordinate their request and access through the designated media pool representative. So anyone who wants assistance getting the broadcast materials, they got to work through the designated media pool. Filming, streaming, photographing, recording, transmission, or broadcast of any court proceedings shall occur only through pool arrangements in accordance with Rule 119.2f. The court shall permit one stationary mechanically silent television broadcast or streaming camera and one still photography camera during the trial. Pool cameras and camera operators shall be in place prior to the start of the session and shall not be dismantled until the court is in session, while the court is in session. So they won't leave until after court leaves. The camera operator and other members of the media pool shall not interrupt court proceedings with technical problems. Filming, streaming, photographing, recording, transmission, or broadcast of any kind shall not take place until the court is called into session when the judge enters the courtroom and takes the bench, and shall immediately cease or be shut off or activated during court recess. and upon adjournment each day. We'll probably be looking at the fan during those moments that she's not on the bench. If you recall, we stared at a fan that was on and it made everybody dizzy. Number 4, except as permitted in number 1 and 2 above, no person, so no person other than the media pool, is permitted to film, photograph, record, and stream, transmit, or broadcast court proceedings at any time through photographic or electronic recording devices, including still or video cameras, cell phones, smartphones, tablets, laptops, audio recordings or transmitting devices, or any other electronic device with communication capabilities. So there are glasses out there. They look just like regular glasses and they have cameras in them, and people have been caught wearing those in courtrooms and trying to stream court proceedings that are not for the public. I think this happened in Delphi actually. Somebody was caught at a hearing once. I can't remember who it was. I don't know. I don't remember the specifics, but that is, they have to take into account that those things can happen. So none of the journalists, none of the people in attendance can transmit or broadcast any part of the court proceedings, is basically what she's getting at. Except as permitted in number 1 and number 2, no person is permitted to use any electronic device with communication capabilities to submit updates to social media during the proceedings. Oh, damn. She doesn't want people texting, like doing social media updates? That's what I'm reading. So reporters can't even do social media updates on X? That's crazy. Why? In accordance with Rule 1.92b, no person is permitted to record, transmit, or broadcast sidebar conferences. I get that. Between the judge and counsel, conferences between counsel, and conferences between counsel and the defendant at any time. The pool camera operator shall pause or disengage the audio component of the pool cameras during sidebar conferences. All microphones shall be shut off during sidebar conferences. The pool camera operator shall not manipulate the camera's zoom and focus so as to reveal accidentally or otherwise documents of attorneys. Stay away from Karen Reed's attorneys and papers on her desk and things like that, and their little, their conversations, trying to read their lips and stuff. Nah, don't reveal anything of the clerk of court or the judge or any other documents not admitted as trial exhibits or not published to the jury. So this is pretty standard stuff. It's not like she's really doing a whole lot. The only thing that I'm questioning is this one, which is the you can't post on social media. No person is permitted to use any electronic device with communication capabilities to submit updates to social media during the proceedings. I don't understand that. Like, you're broadcasting it. Why can't you have social media postings? Anyways, number 6. Media requests for inspection or copies of trial exhibits shall be made on a form or in a manner prescribed by the clerk of court. The clerk's office shall make reasonable efforts to accommodate such requests in a timely manner for the trial exhibits, subject to court operations. Original trial exhibits shall remain in the custody or under the control of the clerk at all times. Number 7, in accordance with Rule number 119.2b, the court prohibits the filming or photographing of any juror, I mean, duh, we should know this, or prospective juror at any time, including during court proceedings and any court conducted view. No person shall contact, follow, interview, or communicate in any way with a juror prior to the discharge of the jury or otherwise harass or tamper with a juror. I mean, that's also standard. Number 8, jury impanelment shall commence on April 1st. So, you see what I'm saying? This is one of those, like, I got to get this letter out because, like, this is one of the things she's got to check off of her list before trial begins, because she's letting the media know too that this is when we're going to start. If you want to be here, because the press can be in the courtroom as jury impanelment is taking place, They just can't photograph, film, they can't take pictures, obviously, of any of the jurors. So, but they can be there. They can be in the room while voir dire is taking place. So this is kind of a notice to them too that you guys can come. Jury impanelment shall commence on April 1st, 2025 at 9 a.m. in the first session courtroom in Norfolk Superior Court. The court will permit a single pool film camera and a single pool still camera for the first portion of the impanelment process, placing the defendant at bar, introducing the case and preliminary instructions to jurors. So there is going to be on day one some camera, some video. I don't know if it's going to be broadcast, but it seems like it will be because the media pool is going to be handling it. So there will be jury instruction or preliminary jury instructions to the jurors that they are going to start to question. So the cameras shall be focused only on the judge, the clerk, the defendant, and the attorneys, and shall not film or photograph any prospective juror. When the court recesses after the introduction of the case, all cameras shall be turned off during the remainder of the impanelment process. So once they start asking questions of the jurors, which would be private, they cut the camera. Media representatives, journalists, and the public at large may observe. So this is what I don't understand. I mean, I guess it's because you're not supposed to see the jurors, but how come people can see it live and in person? I don't know. But they shall not record or broadcast the subsequent individual voir dire proceedings. No camera or recordings shall be permitted on successive days of impanelment. So every day that we have jury impanelment, however many days it takes, you will not bring or you will not broadcast or have cameras going. Number 9, all persons subject to this order, including all media representatives, reporters, and journalists, are prohibited from interviewing or attempting to interview any person in the courtroom or the courthouse. So basically, if you're going to interview somebody, go outside on the courthouse steps. You can't do it inside the courthouse. This is a general rule I'm sure that they have for the courthouse. No person shall interview with intent to relay, transmit, or distribute publicly the contents of that interview any other person in the courtroom or courthouse. The court prohibits any person from taking photographs, filming, recording, or broadcasting events occurring outside the courtroom in other areas of the courthouse, so you can't just go in the hall and record. Court officers, number 10, court officers or court personnel are authorized by this order to secure any area which they deem necessary or appropriate to ensure the proper operation of court proceedings and the well-being and personal privacy of jurors. 11. A violation of any of the provisions in this order may constitute contempt of court, and she loves to throw her power around, so I wouldn't mess with her. Court officers may eject or exclude entry to any person believed to have violated any provision of the rules. So there you have it. If any other filings come in, I will get to them as soon as I can. I'm trying to also still get caught up on Delphi stuff. So, um, and Menendez stuff has been crazy too. So all the cases that I follow, everything like there's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, so this is the latest order from Judge Bev, the latest filings. Let me look through my updates really quick to see. I don't see any other, no, I don't see any other filings at this point. So that is all we have today, which is Monday, March 10th, which is also the day that motions in limine are due. Originally was due for Hank and Liza Little. She extended the deadline for them to give them the weekend to work on their motions in limine. Well, then Hank last week on Friday decided that he needed an extension to his motions in limine, which he wants until the 14th. So we shall see if she even allows that, allows the extension. I don't know why. I think the defense should just oppose it just because he opposed them getting an extension for something else, for the reciprocal discovery. So, you know what? That's what I have to say. Oppose it and don't let him get an extension. I don't she'll give him the extension, I'm sure, but So I will get to the motions in limine when they come out as soon as I can. So bear with me, guys. I have PT today too, so it might not be till tomorrow, but I try to get to them as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button on the way out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye now.